All right, race number 7 on the programme. Second last is the Venus Handicap. This is a Class 3. It's a really good one here over the 1,200 metres. Victory Marble drops back into Class 3 company here. 5-time course and distance winner. Who else but you's won 2 times already this season. Super Leader's a course and distance winner in September. Sunny Dragon gets the inside gate. Star of Joy will roll forward from a low gate as well. Phantom Falcon goes up in class. Merry Go Win, beaten favourite course and distance on his last 2 attempts.
There'll be some pace in this. Phantom Falcon potentially can lead. Who else but you is generally faultless from the gates and really pings along. Blaze Stamina will roll forward. Victory Marvel, King Mortar, all horses that like to get moving early. So there will be a strong tempo expected through the first 300 to 400.
One of them up there will be the Star of Joy here. Karis Teaton will take over. Joe Moreira has been riding him in his last couple of starts. Of course, he's not riding here. He barried 12 last time. He's got a low draw and his track work's been very good. So he's going to be a contender. He's moving nicely. This is Phantom Falcon. He's working with Our Honour, and you can see he's just going on from him. He's not the biggest horse in racing. He's only a little horse. So he'll get his opportunity with a really light weight going into this particular contest as well. So he's another one that's been working nicely. Merry Go Win. We've heard from Paul O'Sullivan about his other 2 runners. Here's another horse that's been very consistent so far without actually winning. And from barrier 4, he should secure a nice run, so he should go right. Yeah,
he was odds on when he was beaten a couple of starts back. Yeah. 290 last time out. All right, we're going to start off here with Who Else But You and Blaze Stamina. He's a pound better off. That's neither here nor there, really.
I tip Blaze Stamina here because he generally gets better as he has more racing, but he wasn't quite good enough, so he may need a few more runs. I'm going to drop off and just watch him go around this time. Who Else But You has been very consistent out of the gates and in his efforts all the way to the wire. But, of course, he has 1, 2 and now a 3rd, so he's probably getting to that top of the handicap.
Yeah, everything is go his way that particular race as well. He was out in front by himself, so he finished 3rd. As you can see, he might be on his mark with those 2 wins.
Yeah.
All right, Star of Joy, barrier 3 for him, probably roll forwards. He did on this occasion. I think he was the strongest, though, in the closing stages.
No, he was a little bit weak. I think, from memory, actually did a little bit of work from the 12 to get across, but hopefully he can improve on this, and it should be more economical for him from barrier number 3. The form's strong, though, because Super Fluke has won 3 on the trot. Yeah. And Simply Brilliant ran well at Sha-Tin next start.
I'll get him in for 2nd. I think he'll run a good race. You should get a good price about him too, because Joe Moreira would have been down to ride him, and he's not riding him. Karis is aboard. There's not much difference, and Karis should get him in a really nice economical run from barrier 3.
Yeah, and you're right. You should spend less petrol tickets as well from barrier 3. Phantom Falcon then goes up in class. This win wasn't that long coming, but he'd been very consistent coming into it.
He'd drawn 10, 10, 11 before this, and he'd drawn a wide at the start before that as well. He drew 2. And then with this low barrier draw, he ran away and won nicely. He's now drawn 5, and he comes into this race with 109 pounds, straight to the front, and I think he can just keep going, and he'll grind them into the ground, and he'll be my best for me.
I like him as a horse a lot. He's got a lot of real heart and endeavour. I just worried about maybe some of the other pace horses potentially testing him a little bit, but there's a lot of ticks alongside his name, as Paul mentioned, with that lightweight.
I think being a little horse, it's really key, that lightweight. For him.
And a good gate as well. Yeah. One more to have a look at, that's Merry Go Winner. We've touched on it a little bit already. It's the fact that he's taken a bit with him, but again, he's got a very light weight on his back.
He does, and of course, he's only had the 1 win, but he's found himself going into Class 3 here after a head second behind Sharp Mind. I'm going to give him a little reprieve on this run. I know it looked ordinary, but his runs before were so good. Yeah, ultimately, he'd love a 1,400-metre race at the Valley, I think, but he's not going to get that. I've got him in the tips, but I'll be waiting for him on a win line until when he goes to Sha-Tin.
Yeah, I've got him in on a place line.
But Phantom's the best?
Yep, Phantom going to make the best. Just with this really light weight, Dylan Moe straight to the front, and Wishka. So he's on top to beat Star of Joy. He should get the best run just in behind, and should run well once again. Merry Go Win we just talked about. And Victory Marvel being downgraded. He loves it here at Happy Valley as well. But I'll be back in the 11 to win this.
Fair enough, Paul. I have got him in the tips. I'm going to tip Super Leader, drawn barrier 2. He won from gate 3 for Douglas White 3 starts ago, and then he's had barriers 8 and 9 behind Who Else But You and California Fortune at his next 2. The gate's the key. There is pace. He'll get back 3, 4 back the fence, but I think he might be able to close in late. Tommy Berry riding one for Dennis Yip. Star of Joy, Merry Go Win, Phantom Falcon. I'm not quite as confident as Paul, but I'm going to play the trio with similar numbers.
Yeah, a bit from column A, a bit from column B for me, but I'm with Phantom Falcon as well. I think he is on top.